Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. We roll live from the quaint, charming Shekhawati city of Sikar. Well, electioneering on steroids where it comes down to the state of Rajasthan. Polling in Madhya Pradesh and the second phase of polling culminates in Chhattisgarh tomorrow. But all big guns booming in the state of Rajasthan. Today, the Bharatiya Janata Party revealed its manifesto. JP Nadda, the party president, was in Jaipur, where he made clear on what is the manifesto of the party. On the other hand, the Congress to Rahul Gandhi in Rajasthan, what was interesting in midst of all of that, received by Ashok Gehlot as well as Sachin Pilot, and came out and spoke to the press saying, "Hum saath saath hain." Here's what happened.
The election campaign in Rajasthan picks up momentum. Big guns from the Congress and BJP have entered the poll arena. BJP President JP Nadda released the party manifesto for Rajasthan in Jaipur on Thursday. National security, women's safety and welfare measures top the BJP agenda.
असहिष्णुता, स्यूडो सेकुलरिज्म के नाम पर कुछ लोगों के पूज्य स्थान पर बुलडोजर चलाना और कुछ लोगों को सर तन से जुदा होने के लिए नारे और रैली करने के साथ साथ उसको बढ़ावा देना, यह भी हम लोगों ने राजस्थान की धरती पर देखा.
Wooing women voters, the BJP has promised to set up women police stations in each district. It will provide every newborn child a bond of 2 lakh rupees. A subsidy of 450 rupees will also be provided on LPG cylinders.
महिलाओं के लिए जो मूल बात है वो सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से हर एक जिला में महिला थाना खोला जाएगा. उसी तरीके से हर थाने में महिला डेस्क खोला जाएगा और हर सिटी में एंटी रोमियो स्क्वाड बनाया जाएगा.
The BJP manifesto also promises 2.5 lakh government jobs in premier education institutions like AIIMS and IITs in each division of the state. While the BJP aims to topple the Ashok Gehlot government, the Congress is putting up a united front. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi was received jointly by Chief Minister Gehlot and Sachin Pilot at the Jaipur airport on Thursday in a show of unity.
एक साथ नजर नहीं आ रहे हैं, एक साथ हैं, एक साथ रहेंगे और कांग्रेस पार्टी यहां स्वीप करके चुनाव जीतेगी. धन्यवाद.
Both BJP and Congress are banking on freebies to win the elections, and both are faction-ridden, making the outcome all the more unpredictable. Bureau Report, India Today.
Congress Party.
All the more unpredictable, but all the more interesting where the state of Rajasthan is concerned. Quickly pulling in Dev Ankur Vadhavan, my colleague who's joining us from Jaipur, taking us through Dev on what the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party was. All of that in play while Rahul Gandhi along with Mr. Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot campaigning in the Shekhawati region.
Well, two interesting things, Preeti, that were on display in Jaipur today, the state capital. On one account, the Congress perhaps maybe, rather late in the day coming out with a show of strength with Sachin Pilot, the former deputy CM, the current incumbent CM Ashok Gehlot, and the former national president of the Congress, Rahul Gandhi, trying to show that everything is fine in Rajasthan Congress. Whether that is actually so or not, perhaps time can tell. Whether Sachin Pilot's supporters, who were clearly antagonized with him being, ignored for about 4.5 years as far as the CM's chair is concerned, will they be okay with this show of strength? The ballot can tell, the results on 3rd December can tell. On the other account, you had the BJP's tall leaders, including the likes of Vasundhara Raje, the former chief minister of the state, sharing the dais when the manifesto was being released, Preeti, by Nadda in Jaipur today. The big regional leaders of Rajasthan as well as the BJP is concerned, all of them were present. Now, the BJP clearly, Preeti, have understood that only rhetoric will not do, and that is why perhaps the focus is on the youth, it is on the farmers, and it is on the women. The security and the education of the girl child has been given suitable emphasis in the BJP manifesto. Now, how this election pans out can be really interesting given the fact that it's less than 10 days time before Rajasthan goes to polls, and which way the people's vote will be cast. Only the results can tell, but it seems that interesting elections ahead for the BJP and the Congress. And, as we were even earlier discussing, Preeti, the independents can play an extremely crucial role once the results are out on the 3rd of December. Preeti?
Well, interesting. Thank you, Dev, for joining us with that, your outlook at what is going on in Rajasthan. I want to pull in our other guests because they've also spoke about the independence. It's interesting because, right very close to Sikar is Didwana, and that is where an independent by the name of Yunus Khan is standing. Many on ground would say he's a baghi from BJP, but never quite got a ticket. He was been as a cabinet minister himself in 2018, fought against Sachin Pilot from Tonk, lost, but that wasn't his seat. He was sent there to fight, and today breaking away from the BJP and fighting an independent election. Touted to be close to Vasundhara Raje Sindhya. But I want to cut across now. Let me quickly introduce our guests. Avinash Kalla, senior journalist. Arun Sharma, Congress spokesperson. Shailendra Singh Gurjar, Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. Avinash Kalla, to bring you in, less than 10 days to go, with most people that we are speaking to say कि 20 के बाद ही समीकरण बैठेंगे, उसके पहले सब हवा है.
Yes, it is a close contest, Preeti, and like you mentioned out, the independents, the rebels are going to be a key this time. It is not a clean sweep or a wave that we are used to seeing in Rajasthan. Elections are going to be close, and there are close to 40 rebels who are standing in and who fancy their chances. Close to 22 from the BJP who are strong leaders and who think they can make a difference. So that is something that the BJP and the Congress both have to worry about, because there are independents who are there in large numbers. And now it's just been 2 days that everybody has been coming in. Because of Diwali, there was a break for 4 to 5 days. Now people are coming in. Though Mr. Nadda came in and gave a manifesto which they call Sankalp Patra, but the main focus is polarization and corruption against Ashok Gehlot government. These are the only two things on which the BJP is playing strong. You look at it, more than Mr. Nadda, it was Yogi Adityanath who hit the headlines, who said, Mandir wahi banayenge, pehle dhacha girayenge. So all that is happening. So the focus will be there on the last 3 days. And remember, in the last 2 days, it is being told that the Prime Minister is going to do a roadshow both in Jaipur and in Jodhpur. And that is where they will push all their might, and the agenda again would be polarization, because he's going to travel all the way to the center of the city, Hawa Mahal area, which is polarized, those 3 seats. And in Jodhpur, they are saying they'll go to Jalori Gate, where the riot broke out last year.
True. Avinash, stay with me. I just want to bring in our other guest because, Shailendra Singh, the fact is, we've travelled all the way from Alwar, from Dausa to Tonk, and right now in Sikar. Of course, barring the Shekhawati belt so much, the rhetoric which Avinash was talking about is booming. In Alwar, if you have a Baba Balaknath who says that the election this time is going to be a match between India and Pakistan, you move up to Tonk, and you have Mr. Biduri saying that this election against Sachin Pilot is going to be watched in Lahore. What's the messaging?
The message is very clear that we are fighting this election on the 5 years corruption given by the Congress party government. We are fighting this election on the issue of women atrocities, which has raised at a very high level in the Rajasthan. Rajasthan has become #1 in women atrocities, rape and gang rape cases. We are fighting this election on the pride of Kisans, farmers who are not given the electricity for 2-3 hours per day. We are fighting this election for the Congress government has given 5 years unemployment. The unemployment rate in Rajasthan is 32%, first or second in Rajasthan.
But Shailendra ji, all of that you've elucidated. But Shailendra ji, all of that you have elucidated and counted. What does it have to do with a dhacha which needs to be broken? What does it have to do with an India-Pakistan match? What does it have to do in people sitting in Lahore and watching what goes on in Tonk?
Oh, no, they have said in what context, that is a different view. But we are fighting this election on the manifesto, which our President, Honorable Nadda Sahab, has launched in Jaipur, and that will clearly show the vision of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay.
Because what Bharatiya Janata Party says, we do that, and what Bharatiya Janata Party says, we are committed to that, and we fulfill all the commitments given by the BJP. So in this manifesto, as already your anchor has depicted many silent features regarding the Kisan Samman Nidhi. We have raised the amount from 6,000 to 12,000. We are giving MSP.
But Shailendra ji, as I bring in the Congress spokesperson, sir, as I bring in the Congress spokesperson, the manifesto has been launched just days before polling. You know, there's one thing what you say in studios, what happens on ground or what we are witnessing on ground is very different. I understand that, you want to blame it on context, but the context was made clear by Avinash Kalla as well, which is polarization. And, I would think the BJP shouldn't shy of that. It is one of your big calling cards this election. But having said that, I want to pull in Arun Sharma from the Congress. Arun Sharma, the fact is you can go to town in, calling out the Bharatiya Janata Party on lines of polarization, on lines of corruption yourself in other states. But where your party is concerned, Mr. Sharma, what's really going on? It took you the last leg, the final 6 days for a picture of unity to come across. Sachin Pilot standing with Ashok Gehlot, receiving Rahul Gandhi, who comes out and makes a statement that we are one. You need these optics.
Yeah, good evening, Preeti, and welcome in Rajasthan. I hope, beside hard work, you can see the glimpse of Rajasthan. Yes, you see, we are going into this election with a lot of politeness at our command, but with a lot of pride. We have drawn a very big line of our schemes, which are for the first time in many cases in the country. Avinashji has also raised rightly, and I can tell you, we have to be very, very conscious for coming 9-10 days, because eventually when BJP loses every possible sight of issues, then they will start polarization. And I am not surprised the BJP candidates are talking about जूता चलाना आता है, गोली चलाना आता है. They are already talking about masjid और गुरुद्वारे बिल्कुल नेस्तनाबूद कर देंगे. All this already happening. You have already
Arun Sharma ji, what are you talking about? Let's talk about your 7 guarantees. No. Let's talk about your 7 guarantees, Arun Sharma. Leave alone what BJP is talking about. Let's talk about the 500 rupee cylinder. Let's talk about the Indra Yojana under which you're giving smartphones. I have now cut across over 1,000 kilometers in Rajasthan, and let me tell you, Mr. Sharma, I'm yet to find a woman who tells me मुझे 500 का cylinder मिला है. They're all saying 1100 से 1200 पे cylinder भरवाते हैं. On the other account, the smartphones that you've given it to widows. You know who's using it? The son of the widow, the grandson of the widow. So where is, all of these are misplaced empowerment or priority?
No. Preeti, first of all, I am glad for the first time Congress has set narratives in these state elections, and BJP is now following that. Correct? I am very glad that they have now talking about subsidy to gas cylinder. They are talking about other subsidies,
but they are
which
saying,
they said
Mr. Sharma, they are saying they are not getting it.
No. I'm not challenging your contact with people so far in Rajasthan, but I know many households whose ladies have got telephone, mobile telephone, and they are very happy about it. Same for the cylinder. We have 40
the gas cylinder. Okay, you
40
might
lakhs
think so. Okay,
household
I haven't.
received
But
this
Avinash Kala, I
telephone.
want to bring you
Yeah.
back into this conversation. Okay.
Correct.
Avinash Kala, I want to bring you back into this conversation because we spoke about the BJP, we spoke about the rhetoric in terms of polarization. It's rife. Nobody can deny that. But the BJP also understands what's going on in ground. Look at their manifesto today. They've offered, SOPs where farmers are concerned, security, law and order. They've underlined that many a times over, and it is an issue when you talk to a lot of women on ground. But where the Congress is concerned, Mr. Kalla, the 7 guarantees that they talk about, like I pointed out, I'm yet to meet a woman who's got a cylinder for 500 rupees. On the other hand, misplaced schemes where you talk of giving a smartphone. None of these women are using it. All the men in their house are using it. 2,000 units of electricity to farmers. They get light only 3 hours a day. So what's the point of giving 2,000 units free?
Well, these are the ground realities, and the farther you move away from the capital city, you see the reality of what is happening on ground, and your experience isn't different from what mine was when I traveled 3 to 4 months back. But the Congress, this time around, has, as Arun was rightly pointing it out, that they have set a narrative to which the BJP is responding. It is something that is not very usual. Look at their manifesto today. It looks like a remixed manifesto. 500 rupee cylinder here, 450 there. They say the Congress government has already given scooties. BJP says we will give scooties. 2.5 lakh jobs. So all those things are fine. But on ground, the situation is like really different. The Congress schemes are good, but they have not been implemented to an extent that would affect the voting patterns. So that is the reality that the Congress has to face. And they are yet to come out with their manifesto. The manifesto is not out. And let's see how the show of strength or unity comes together. Because like what you mentioned earlier, for 4 years and 10 months, the two people were at loggerheads. In the last 10 days, you are bringing them together. It's like taking the voter to be very naive to understand what is going on.
Right. Let me take a quick comment from Mr. Singh, Shailendra Singh, and then I'm going to close the show. Shailendra ji, the fact is, the charge against the BJP, along with the others, is you've taken the Congress manifesto, which is yet to come out, but the promises or the guarantee card of Gehlot, the 7 guarantees, you've copied it completely and made minor modifications.
No, Preeti ji, I would like to say that what the guarantees they are given when they have issued a 2018 Jan Ghoshna Patra, that commitments has not been done in Rajasthan. Has farmers' loan has been waived out? No. Rahul Gandhi ji has said 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, count 10, all loans will be waived out. Not employment, they have said to the youth they will provide the employment amount. What happened to that Berozgari Bhatta? They have not given. What about the corruption? They have said, and Rajasthan is the corrupt state. I would like to say,
I'm sure.
Transparency report.
Okay. All right. I appreciate all 3 of you gentlemen for joining us. I'm glad we're going to carry the conversation further in days to come. I'm on ground, and what I see is very interesting what's taking place. One thing is for sure, manifestos don't matter. The Congress has yet to come out with one, and we are less than 10 days ahead of elections. What's happening on ground is what counts. And trust India Today to keep you ahead on that.